Well, it is day 3 of my trip to Walt Disney World, and right now I am at EPCOT. Well, that's the giant ball. I don't exactly know what it's called, though. Right now they're also doing the EPCOT International Festival of the Arts. Picked up one of those passports where the maps are. And with Stroke of Luck, the Spaceship Earth, one of the attractions I want to go on, is just up ahead. That's a nice fountain. Tried to get that map, but I think that's a coin right there. There's change all over. Oh, there's Goofy and Pluto. One of the monorails. Gateway gifts. Huh. Camera center. Huh.
Sliding doors in your time machine close to inside the vehicle. Please watch your children. Remain seated at all times. During your slow-moving journey, your time machine will slowly rotate backward and may stop momentarily. For your safety, remain seated at all times. During your slow-moving journey, your time machine will slowly rotate backward and may stop momentarily.
Welcome aboard. On the map in front of you, please show us where you're from while we input your time travel coordinates. Systems are go, linking you now to your guide. Like a grand and miraculous spaceship, on their weekly tours of time. And for a brief moment, we have been on the precipice.
Judy Dench's voice.
So what kind of mystery will be discovered? The answer is lies in the It's the dawn of recorded history. Future one step at a time. Let's travel back in time together. I'll show you how our ancestors created the world we know today. And then it will be your turn to create the world of Here in this hostile world is where our story begins. Struggling to survive, until we learn to communicate with one another. Now we can access the world and survive together. It takes choice, each civilization has its own form of writing, which none of the others can understand. Adaptable to most languages. Remember how easy it was to learn your ABC?
Oh, it smells like a barbecue here.
Much of our learning is destroyed, lost forever. Or soon. It turns out there are copies of some of these books in the libraries of the Middle East, being watched over by Arab and Jewish scholars. Greece, the first book houses. The books are saved, and with them our dreams of the future. Number, please. I'm sorry that line is busy.
This young man wins again at the Berlin Olympics, proving to the world that champions come in all races, creeds, and colors. You not welcome 1966 Olympic hero Jesse Owens, winner of 4 gold medals in Rome. The world of strength all across the internet congratulates this inspirational athlete all around the world. Amelia Earhart has gone where no other woman has gone. Dayline Berlin against all odds. America's Jesse Owens has won 4 gold medals and the hardest crown here at the 1936 Olympics. Congratulations.
By now, we're all communicating from anywhere on Earth. And in 1969, from somewhere
Was another gold medal run.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for man.
to say the land of the moon, we have to invent a new language. Maybe not like that, but like computers. The first thing in art, they computers.
Mission control.
How many? 6. Okay.
One.
Number 3. How many? It's a No, I didn't. What about my stocks? Yeah, that's okay. Once you pull it up, it'll say stocks. Yeah.
Train for the greatest adventure in the history of mankind.
There's the red light
Space
blinking.
exploration. I know you're probably feeling a little nervous right now. But don't worry. Every astronaut.
Excuse me, is the red light blinking on my camera?
Even the heroes who went to heaven. But there is one thing they had that
Excuse
you
me,
don't
sir,
have
is
yet.
the red light blinking?
No, sir. Yeah, now it is.
Thank you. Just making sure.
You're here today for flight training, the most thrilling experience that any astronaut candidate will ever have. Before you decide if it's right for you, let me introduce you to your spacecraft. The X-2 Space Shuttle. It's powered by solid hydrogen and can accelerate from 0 to 6,000 in 60 seconds. So when you hear the words "go for launch," you'll definitely want to hang on. Now you've already been organized into teams, and soon each of you will be assigned a position. Navigator, pilot, commander, or engineer.
You commander.
The success of your mission will depend on all of you working together as a team. I'll be your Capcom, and in a few minutes I'll give you your specific assignments. But first, our flight director has some safety instructions for you. Lieutenant?
Remember the team number you're standing on. When the doors in front of you open, you will be directed to a flight station with that number on it. When you get there, please stand on the circles. During your Orange Team More Intense training mission, you will be enclosed inside X-2 flight simulators that produce deep space flying conditions such as turbulence and G-forces. Those who are prone to motion sickness or made uncomfortable by enclosed dark spaces, simulators, or spinning should bypass this experience.
As you can see, astronaut flight training isn't like anything you've ever experienced before. It is intense. And if you would like to opt out, just ask any member of the ISTC crew for directions. As for the rest of you, report for your pre-flight briefing. It's go time.
Attention, Mr. Johnson. Check radar, sector M2M. Report. Begin test in 3, 2, 1, go. Test complete. Operating system is A-OK. Waiting for readiness report. Flight control, what is your status? Surrender. Control data port. Roger. Checking all subsystems and interface. Space tracking and data network is online. Activate DSS telescope and begin download. Engineering team. Roger. Team 2 is on its way. Power transmitters are sending. Copy. Transceivers are open. Roger. Running test verification. Test BS operator. Do we have BS? Affirmative. Ready for delivery. Roger. X2 is on its way. Roger. Attention tech team.
Everyone, 5 second uppers, followed by 4, 3, 2, and 1. Looking 5.
Proceed to flight stations. Rows 5 and 6. Rows 4 and 7.
3.
You have selected Orange Team More Intense Training. If you are prone to motion sickness or made uncomfortable by enclosed dark spaces, simulators, or spinning, you may exit the flight training area now. Ask a uniformed crew member for directions to the Green Team Less Intense Training Area.
Did someone drop it? Did you drop it?
Oh.
Is that yours or is this yours? Gotcha.
Thank you. Just don't have my suit.
Attention astronaut candidates. You have selected Orange Team More Intense Training. If you are prone to motion sickness or made uncomfortable by enclosed dark spaces, simulators, or spinning, you may exit the flight training area now. Ask a uniformed crew member for directions to the Green Team Less Intense Training Area.
Oh, yeah. Sally feels like my name is Doris. Only because of that. She had it on her head.
Congratulations, team. You have been selected to train for a mission to Mars. Teams are awaiting your arrival at the landing site here at Valles Marineris. Your mission is to get to that landing site. Your flight path to Mars will take you around the moon for lunar gravity assist. But even with that slingshot, your trip will take 3 months. So we'll have to put you into hypersleep.
Hypersleep activated.
Don't worry. It'll only seem like a second or two to you. I'll give you a wake-up call when we get to Mars.
T-minus 3 minutes and counting.
Okay, now listen up. Here are your assignments. Navigator, you'll fire the thrusters for lunar orbit insertion and for descent to the surface of Mars. Pilot, on my signal, I'll need you to trigger the second stage rocket. You'll also deploy the shields. Commander, you will be responsible for first stage separation and activating manual control for landing. Engineer, when it's bedtime, you will activate hypersleep. You will also extend the wings for landing.
We're short of an engineer.
Don't worry. When it's time to push the buttons, they will light up. Then I'll give you the go. One last thing. In the event of an emergency landing, there are control sticks at every crew position. Okay, Lieutenant. Any final instructions for our new kids?
When the flight bay doors open, follow the markings on the floor to your capsule. Then move all the way across, taking your crew position in the cockpit, and stow all personal items in the compartment in front of you. Then reach up and pull down your restraint. Now listen carefully. Leaning forward, closing your eyes, or looking left or right during your flight could disorient you. So keep your head back against the headrest. Keep your eyes open at all times, and focus straight ahead, even if you start to feel disoriented. They're all yours, Capcom.
Well, I guess that's everything. Good luck, Mars team. You are on the clock.
Follow the markings on the floor to your X2 trainer.
Follow the markings on the floor to your X2 trainer and begin boarding now.
Deep breaths, Mom. Deep breaths.
Store personal items in the compartment in front of you. Then reach up and pull down on the restraint.
Capcom, to Mars X2. Welcome aboard, team. After you get settled, check out the buttons. Navigator, welcome aboard. Now remember, during the mission, you will be initiating lunar orbit and descent. Pilot, the X2 is an excellent ship. All you have to do is fire the second stage and deploy the shields. Surgeon, how are we doing? All good for launch. Commander, just remember your assignments. First stage separation and manual control.
Loading flight plan.
Engineer, just a reminder, you will activate hypersleep and extend the wings.
Good to go.
Are you guys all good to go? Go ahead and push up on your restraints to make sure they're nice and locked. Good job. You guys have a wonderful flight.
Warning, instrument panel closing. If needed, space sickness bags are located on the instrument panel.
I'm the navigator.
This is Mission Control. We are still waiting for clearance to launch. Everything is A-OK, and countdown should resume shortly. Attention trainees, your launch has been delayed. Please remain in your X2 trainer. We will resume countdown momentarily.
Confirmed. You're looking good, team. Pilot, engage second stage rocket. Now. Engage. Leaving Earth orbit. Velocity 15,000. 16,000. You should have visual of the space station now, and you are on course for your slingshot around the moon.
Slingshot?
Navigator, fire rockets for lunar orbit insertion. Now. Beautiful sight, isn't it? Something to dream about on the way to Mars. Engineer, activate hypersleep. Now. Computer data. Hypersleep duration. 3 months. Monitoring the moon. Rise and shine. Let's go, team. We've got a problem. Beginning evasive maneuvers. This meteor storm is directly over your Mars landing site. Proximity alert. Pilot, deploy the shield. Now. Shield deployed.
We're ready for deorbit burn.
Navigator, fire rockets for descent. Now. Rockets fired. 200 miles to planet surface.
push the restraints up. Be sure to gather all your belongings and follow the arrows out.
That's the place, right? What I look like.
Wouldn't it be better to this way to the ride?
Yes.
I'm in line. Would you like to get in line? I'm so confused.
Well, it's always right in here. Always right.
I'm confused.
Okay. I see. She would want to eat here when it is dark outside.
Red light blinking? Is the red light blinking? Red light blinking.
Dentro del barco y cuide los pequeños. Gracias.
Bienvenidos. For your safety, remain seated to the hands, arms, fingers, inside out. And you should be
Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies, y cuide los pequeños.
So this is how Pirates of the Caribbean is in Disneyland. People are here dining in the front area.
I think this mask.
I think we should have one good dinner.
Okay.
Before we leave it. You don't have any reservations?
No. If it helps more, it wasn't spectacular.
This is... Astronomy. I don't know. We must wait. The doctor is tonight.
There he is.
Mexico's this way.
More into small world stuff. No going through that way. No, not like that.
Excuse me, you see the ducks? Hey, hey, hey! Wrong duck! Goodbye! Excuse me, we are looking for ducks. Excuse me. What's this? Caballeros, they say we are birds of a feather. We're happy amigos, no matter where he goes. The 1, 2, and 3 goes, we're always together. Hey, the stars to guide us. In every desire, today as we go.
Adios, amigos.
Hi, Brandon, please stay seated. Keep your hands to the boat at all times. Thank you.
Remember to stay seated until the boat reaches the dock. Then gather your belongings and exit to the right.
Well, you sit there till I find it.
Para su seguridad, mantenga las manos y brazos, y pies y piernas alrededor del bote. Y cuide a sus niños, ¿ya? ¡Ayúdenme!
Everyone a smooth summer day. You're going to go to ice cups. Friends going, I'm going, and it'll be so beautiful. See you there.
This was something interesting to see on the way to the Remy's Ratatouille adventure. There's a little lizard right there on that tower. And as one of the trains was knocked over, another one that's still moving is right over there. Looks like that kid's trying to reach for the train.
Oh, look at the train.
Oh, there are passengers in that train too.
Alright, let's go, girl.
Oh, another train.
Alright, come on.
I wonder if that train's gonna go down so fast.
These trains or like actual trains?
Guess it doesn't go faster than it when it goes down. And another train.
Did you see the horse?
She's waving. Wave at the train, Bee! Wave at the train! Here it comes! Here it comes!
Which one is supposed to go through there?
Calm down.
You see which
Don't wave!
Let's see, push out.
Exploring this area sure shows a lot of food places and other kinds of art. There was a face paint booth, but I won't get any face paint with this beard on.
For some reason,
On the other side of that, another sign from this train set. How did I miss that? I mean, how did I miss that?
There's some under our thing too. Oh, you want one? Did she say no? I came here. Yeah, she said no. Okay.
Looks like it's got mushrooms on that ravioli. Sweet sausage ravioli mushrooms, caramelized onions, and creamy Parmesan sauce. Interesting.
like the little tent.
Pizzeria. I suppose I could go for some lunch. They just finished lunch. Spaghetti and meatballs were good, and the cheesecake, pretty tasty. Right now I'm just outside of Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, and there's a statue, like a plant statue of Remy. There's even that sign there that says Ratatouille. I wonder what that does there. Where does it go? I've been to Paris.
Look at that giant wiener.
Gusto. There it is, Gusto's restaurant.
That must have messed up for you. I feel like it was just there at the end.
But not to those who waited.
My brother would literally get up on a chair and my brother's the same way. That's funny because I asked him, like, what is that? And he was like, I got the same feeling as like when you see a roach. It's like disgust. It was like, look, he said, it's like fear and disgust. It's like,
Venez, suivez-moi, je vous prie. The chef daddy is waiting for you. This way. Qu'attendez-vous? Les invités pour le dîner.
No. A simple omelet? Too simple. What? And wait, that's it? Whoa. are you doing? Que manigocez-vous? Out of my way!
Oh dear. Whoa! I felt that heat wave. Uh-oh.
Dépêchez-vous! Par ici! Go! Go!
Splitting up.
One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its planetary species. Rainforests are also extremely rich in living system, providing us with oxygen, food, medicine, and other elements essential to our lives. In the desert, nature has created a very different, no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun.
Meerkats. Buffalo. This almost looks like a real house.
Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for the growing world led to the ever-present use and sometimes overuse. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being.
In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals. Here at EPCOT, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps.
How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered.
Please keep your hands inside the boat at all times.
Control ecosystems. And for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future.
That's pineapple?
The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petal, are edible. The starchy fruit of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat.
Peanut butter tree. Huh. Interesting.
Making it the most popular fruit in the world. When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish, but fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are many of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system produces here recycles the water into it. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this convey a full goal of our efforts to produce powerful harvests and still protect natural resources.
Freshwater shrimp. Huh.
While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here,
So that's lemongrass.
maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world.
Extremely hot pepper.
These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests, like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area.
Nice. Oh, there's the 50. Cuban oregano. The eggplants are kind of dry looking.
Some of our best ideas have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing through ground and birds, we can increase yields and better control diseases. These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here at the land every year.
A greenhouse at a Disney park.
The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab,
EPCOT scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality. On behalf of Walt Disney World, please hope you enjoy this season's journey to our native These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be in the land. On behalf of all, we hope you enjoy this unique journey through our living laboratory. If you'd like a closer look, then check out the behind-the-scenes walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal with the plants and growing techniques in our laboratory. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop.
Soar into tower. We are ready for takeoff.
Time to fly.
flight crew. Thanks for soaring with us.
Nemo, where are you, son? Nemo? Oh no, not again. Nemo!
Mr. Ray, we can't explore without Nemo.
I'm sure we'll see him any minute now.
Nemo!
Oh, science is great, there's so much to know. Climb aboard, explorers, it's time to go.
Nemo's running out the team!
Oh, don't worry. Just keep your eyes open for him along the way.
Why you? Nemo! Where are you, Nemo? Who's Nemo? He's my son. You know that. I do. We went on a huge adventure together, which you don't remember at all.
Is he orange with white stripes and looks kind of like you, only smaller?
Yes, have you seen him?
Seen who? Hi, I'm Dory.
Alright,
Mr. Smarty Pants.
Stop playing games!
Games? I love games. Ooh, I'm thinking of something pink and bouncy that looks like a balloon.
Ah, jellyfish!
Right. Okay, now I'm thinking of something pink. Look, I'm scared now.
You're not helping!
Neener, neener, neener.
Stop fooling around!
Oh, this dirty trench.
Is your friends not food? Delicious little friends. I wonder if clown fish
Check out the Mini Marlin! Woohoo! Okay, little dudes, get ready to ride! Righteous!
It's Nemo! Look, Mr. Ray, here comes Nemo!
Oh, there you are, Nemo!
Yay! Nemo!
Come aboard, explorers!
It's Nemo! Look, Mr. Ray, here comes Nemo!
I'm Dory.
We got company.
See you hit me real good.
And let a little hammerhead like that in a tank with all these fish. How do they feed that shark anyway?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There's something that looks like Dory.
Let's see. World of Disney, Tomorrowland, All-Star.
Well, that was my day at EPCOT. It was pretty neat. I learned that that giant sphere at the entrance of the park is the spaceship Earth attraction. Interesting how it acts as a time machine, taking us back to the past and a little bit into the future from the looks of the end, with seeing Earth in the sky. Back to the present. Mission space. Felt like I was actually in a rocket. I bet this is what Buzz Lightyear feels in his upcoming movie. I like the Remy Ratatouille adventure. Although the scenery, it's got nothing compared to the actual Paris, France, which I've been to. Get to know what it's like going through a kitchen as a rat. And the walls of a kitchen. The other things I can remember. Frozen Ever After. Another attraction is like going in a movie. The sea with Nemo and friends. Didn't really seem like we were actually going through the original Finding Nemo movie. A little surprised that there was an aquarium with a hammerhead. And that one with the land boat ride that you get to that they're saying kind of a greenhouse. Soaring around the world. Did not expect Patrick Warburton to be the presenter of the attraction. Soaring around the world and flying back to EPCOT. I have seen a video for comparing like the Disneyland version of Soaring Around the World, but that one just lands back into Disneyland. The test track I wanted to go on, but there was a pointer it got closed temporarily, but I was working my way around the park clockwise. I was gonna go on it, but then it closed at 6:30. That sucked, but there can always be a next time, right? Oh yeah, the one with Donald and those two other characters. That place I did not expect that it was all a restaurant, a shop, and a ride all together in one building. But I was lucky to get to sit in the front. Well, it was an exciting day in EPCOT. And tomorrow I am going to Hollywood Studios to get up pretty early so that way I have myself ready by then. For now I need to get some sleep, and I'll continue this vlog. Thank you.